Warriors?
Yeah, again, a team that none of us have too much confidence in. Have we got confidence? Can you chase up?
I think we've been a bit hard on them now. I don't like any of their forward pack. They do have Sean Johnson and Cody Nikorima there.
14th, 15th, 14th is how we had them, with me having them at 15th, you two having them at 14th.
We just don't see them improving. But yeah, I don't like anything past Fanua Blake.
Fanua Blake, big bunty if I was all right.
Yeah.
Big bunty. You and Aiken made the move to the second row last year. Jazz Tavanga is not too bad. I tend to agree. It'll be interesting to see how Chanel Harris-Tavita goes, going back to 1 from playing 6 last year. Yep. Looks like, by all accounts, Cody Nikorima will play 6. Reece Walsh, when are we expecting him back, if you wouldn't mind? I don't think he's likely to be named.
Not much, is it?
Week 1? It's not much, is it?
No, I don't think it was much.
So obviously,
I don't think it was much.
One of the most electrifying players in the NRL. Is it just the first game? It might just be the first game.
Might just be.
But yeah, the rest of that back line, it doesn't really spark that much interest with Dallin Watin-Zelezniak, Rocco Berry, Adam Pompey, Marcelo Montoya. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tough for the Warriors. And again, this year, are they going to have to play a lot?
Well, they're playing a lot of the Central Coast, I think. Yeah, their first match is there.
When are they going to be able to go home? Fuck me. They should be the Central Coast Warriors by now.
It's getting very close to it.
It's a bit of a joke, I think.
Well, I think they want to add a second New Zealand team, but they're not going to do it anytime soon until they sort out all their restrictions.
Again, COVID. I don't like to go down the rabbit hole, but
yeah. No COVID in America.
Yeah, well, according to the NFL, COVID is over. Pandemic over. Stamped, sealed, done, signed, delivered. Reece Walsh, if you just wouldn't mind chasing that up before we move to the Cowboys. Yeah, I just don't see that much out of the Warriors. They've had to go through the ringer over the last 2 years, playing away from home for so long, losing RTS, losing a Dally M winner. Although you've got Reece Walsh, this up-and-coming player, I don't think losing Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is going to be a good thing for him. But yeah, who knows? I'd love to be pleasantly surprised.
I've got nothing on him.
Nothing?
We'll see what happens. Maybe
there's nothing.
Maybe he's fucking good to go on Tuesday. Who knows when those team comes out?
Everything's just talking about next season with Dolphins.
Yeah.
Whether he's got...
He hasn't signed anything, but strongly...
Or just rumours, yeah.
Dolphins are hunting.
Strongly rumoured.
A good fullback.
All right, let's go to North Queensland Cowboys. Again, another team that all of us have slept on. Sean, you had him 13th. I had him 15th. Monk's 14th. Again, I don't think recruited too well. Peter Hiku comes over from the Warriors.
Yeah, they've done a little bit moving Valentine into the centres.
Yep. And we've got to talk about Hamiso Tabui-Fido because electric in Origin, the games that we saw last year, could be a real superstar of the game.
Very quick.
Making the move to 1 is never easy, but if anyone can do it, you'd think HTF might be a chance. I think the big thing for the Cowboys, for mine, is do we see old Jason Taumalolo? Definitely had a down year last year.
Had a hamstring in trials.
Hamstring in trials, so we'll see what happens. He broke his hand twice last year. There was rumours that him and Todd Payton weren't getting along very well. Yep. This is a man that's contracted for 10 years at the Cowboys. You need...
What's he got left? 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 7 maybe. Yeah, it's a fucking long time. The Cowboys need Jason Taumalolo firing on all 6 cylinders.
Yep.
That will have a lot to do with how they go. Another thing that will have a lot to do with how they go this year is the impact that Chad Townsend has.
The halves pairing I think is the big one for them.
Well, is Chad Townsend going to play? Because you've got Scott Drinkwater, who I thought was pretty good last year, and Tom Dearden going across.
I'm not sure Dearden's a 6 though, so that's then comes your challenge.
Okay.
I think Dearden's more of a 7 than he is a 6.
It'll be interesting to see how the teams get named next week. You'd think, going out and signing Chad Townsend, they'd want him to play 7. It might just be.
They also signed Dearden to be 7. They signed all the halfbacks.
They're all halves essentially.
They could.
Yeah, so one of them's going to have to.
But
play
I think
6. Townsend
was probably getting paid the most and the biggest name out of that lot. So I think they give him the first chance at 7. I don't know anyway. We don't like them. They're going to finish bottom half of the league.
Yeah, I'd be pretty confident to say that this team does not make the top 8. I have them coming second last. Mm-hmm. A team that we have all making the top 8 is the Paramatta Eels. Sean and Monks, you 6th. I've got them at 7. Not a whole lot of recruiting. They did pick up Bailey Simonson from the Raiders.
But he potentially won't even play when Sivo's healthy.
Yeah, that's right. Seeing a little bit out of that Sean Russell. A lot of talk around Will Penasini, apparently pretty highly touted centre. We talk about spines.
They got a good one. I was just thinking, I was like, maybe this is a down year for the Eels.
Yeah,
but they've got the king. Brown, Moses are in there. They're good, and Reid Marnie would have played for Queensland if as well didn't do his shoulder. So I think they've got a good spine there, and then they've got decent forwards as well to support them.
The pack's good. Junior Paulo, Regan Campbell-Gillard, Ryan Madison, Isaiah Papali'i. We spoke about his meteoric rise last year. Nathan Brown's pretty handy. Sean Lane coming off the bench. But I agree. We talk about that tier 1 in the NRL. I think Parramatta's
just a step down.
I think they're the top of tier 2.
Yep.
I think they're the top of tier 2. Be interesting.
They'll be there fighting themselves for this spot.
Yeah, agreed. Interesting last year, beat Melbourne twice. So they know
that was their only claim to fame though. So
they know that they can do it. Remember, we had a bit of Foo Fighters shack going on the Esky at the end of the year, didn't we? Poor Parramatta. A little bit of pretender chat. I don't know if Dave Grohl endorses that message. But anyways, we'll see what happens. I think they make the 8. Do they bother us late September, early October? No, I don't think so. But pretty good team on paper there. Speaking of...
Yeah, teams are good on paper.
Yeah, we all went out on a limb here, didn't we? Predictions. Sean, Penrith Panthers first. Peps, Penrith Panthers first. Monks, Penrith Panthers first. Someone could have done something to mix it up a little bit.
A bit of respect. Defending champions.
I couldn't put Manly first.
You were the most bullish on Manly. A reasonably unchanged lineup. We did see Kurt Capewell depart.
Well, Matt Burton's probably
Matt Burton depart. Brent Nader, not that he was really getting that much of a look in. Anyways,
Crichton had that spot.
That's a few big names, especially with Matt Burton and how good he came along last year. Kurt Capewell fucking played 3 Origin games, so there are a few big losses.
Was James Tolomolo playing for these guys last year? Not the Cowboys, the...
Tavita Pango Jr.?
No.
Your story, man.
Maybe it's Jason.
Your story, man?
I'll look it up.
I told you Jason Tamalolo wasn't
No, Jason. No, I know who I'm thinking of, I just don't remember.
I don't know. Paul Momorowski.
Tarmel.
Yeah.
No, he was at West Tigers last year, I'm pretty sure, bro.
Oh, yeah, yes, you're right. I'm thinking the year before. Don't worry.
Oh, man. Can we edit that out?
The years blend together eventually.
They do. They sure do. Anyways.
He hasn't got much sleep lately.
No, that's fair. Let's blame it on that. It's just...
I think I made that...
It's sleep deprivation.
As I was saying, I think I made that exact same mistake last year with those two.
It's sleep deprivation. Okay.
Continue.
Looking at this side, obviously a big hole to fill in the centres with Matt Burton going and Paul Momorowski going. A big raps around Isaac Tungo, I think is how you pronounce that. Get at us if anyone's still listening on the pronunciation there. Big raps apparently pretty good. Forward pack pretty much unchanged outside of Kurt Capewell. Kickout's going to hang around for this year. Obviously, a lot of talks about him leaving at the end of the year. Liam Martin probably slides into the starting lineup for Kurt Capewell. Saw him down the Narooma over New Year's. Definitely didn't harass him at all. He's a pretty handy player. Isaiah Yeo, we saw his impact in Origin. Not too much to talk about. We all expect these guys to be the team.
Well, I think the one note we got there is our only concern, and I think Nathan Cleary's had a few shoulder issues. But by all accounts, he's going to be good to go. Shoulder issues as a halfback is probably not something you want to carry throughout the year.
Definitely
expecting
not.
large forwards to be running at him constantly.
Yep. We saw Sammy Walker, obviously a lot younger, struggle with big blokes targeting him and his right shoulder having to do overtime. I think that's the only concern is Cleary's health for mine.
Now with no Matt Burton there to fill in essentially for Cleary if he misses any time, that could be the only concern there. But he's been pretty healthy otherwise, so I think he'll be good to go for most of the season.
And again, I hate to flog a dead horse. We talk about spines with every team. Dylan Edwards, Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary, and Appy Coruscant. Pretty fucking handy. 3 of those guys played Origin last year, and Dylan Edwards is no slouch himself. I think Penrith is the team to beat. We've all got them finishing first, whether or not it's first or second or third. I think going deep again in September this year. So, be interesting to see if anyone can challenge them, or if 6 weeks down the track we start thinking, are Melbourne or the Roosters or Manly the team to beat? But as it stands, we've all got Penrith.